Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today we have a little guest. So you're going to say hello to everybody, lady. So she's come up for cuddles, knowing very well that I'm about to record. So I thought you guys might like to see her. So we are going to be doing a video using the Nuvo Mousses. So what I thought I would do is I've got a few different materials off to the side. So I've got just normal copier paper. I've got water. She's after my cup. I've got watercolour paper. I've just got cardstock. I also have some wooden elements. I also have some metal embellishments as well. And what I thought we would do is we would put these through their paces and we would see what they look like on these. I also have my white gesso because I thought what we'll do is I can prime some, and we can see what they look like when it's primed and when it isn't primed. Lady is stealing the show because yeah, that is Lady. Hopefully we will be able to sort of get rid of her. Well, not get rid of her, we love her really, but she is being a little mischievous. So she just wants her cuddles. So that is what we are going to do today. So like I say, I am going to go and give Lady some big hugs because that is what she wants, and then we're going to come back and we're going to put these mousses through their paces, and let's see what we can do. I even have just some egg carton as well, which I think I'm going to add into the mix, and let's see how it goes on that. I actually have cardboard as well, so I might get some cardboard out. So yeah, let's see how it works on all these different materials. So yeah, I'm really excited. I was actually talking to the lovely Alison the other day on the phone, which was really nice to talk to. So she's Alison from Crafty Alley Creates, and I was talking to her about these mousses, and she's had her mousses for a few years now, and she said that she has put her fingers in them and they haven't gone mouldy like the Inca Gold does, which is a really good thing. But for the sake of this, I'm gonna get my she's got my cup. Look, see, she has my cup. It's the only reason why she wanted, look at that. She loves tea. I mean, there's nothing left, there's nothing in there, so I don't even know what she's doing. But if you leave a cup lying around anywhere, then this lady will have it. So yeah, so she was telling me that hers didn't go mouldy, so which I'm really pleased about, because I know that my Inca Gold in the gold does go mouldy, and I do have to scrape off the top before I can use it, and it's just a waste of a product. So I'm so glad to hear that hers haven't gone mouldy, and she's had them for a few years. She hasn't used them for a while, so she did check while she was on the phone with me, so that is really good news. But like I said, I am going to use my spatula. So I do have 6 colours. I do have a few more colours on the way. So we have got gunmetal grey, we have got Persian red, which is absolutely gorgeous. So I'll have to show you my journal, because I've already had a little tester in my journal, so that was on some pages. Lady really is just being Lady. We've got fresh copper, we have Indian gold, we have pure platinum, and then this one is just absolutely gorgeous. I made a tag using this one, and this is Lilac Lavender. The other thing that Alison did say as well is she has had these for a few years and they've never dried out like my Inca Golds. So Alison, thank you so much, sweetheart, for your input. I will leave a link to her her page down below. Well, not her page, sorry, her YouTube channel. I'll leave a link to her channel, so please do go and check her out. Well, I've been waffling on now for 4 minutes. Lady has decided to clean my cup for me, so yeah, I'm just going to give her her cuddles. And then we'll come back and we will put these through their paces. So I'm dead excited, because I know that there's so much you can do with these, and a lot of you have asked for it as well. So yeah, I will be back in a second, and hopefully Lady won't be, because if Lady's with me, it means I can't do anything. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back. So Lady is actually outside with her dad. So she has had a cuddle. So I've given her a cuddle for about half an hour, bless her. Right, what I'm doing is I'm just breaking this apart, because what I think we're going to do first is we're going to do some with gesso on, and then we're going to do some without gesso, and just see how it goes. So these are just jewellery components that I bought many years ago. I used to make like little kits and things up for people, so yeah, right. But I have put a few out because I was just thinking that, because what I think we'll do first is we'll pop the gesso on the bits that we want to put the gesso on. Let me get rid of these. Oh, actually, do you know what? Let's use this brown card as well. We may as well. We have it. So yeah, so what I'm thinking is we'll have to share the few bits and pieces, but I didn't realise that a lot of people don't actually know how to use these mousses and what you can do with them, which is why, sorry about the rustling, there we go, which is why I thought, well, why don't I come on and we'll do it together, we'll have a look. So I know that you can use it very similar to Inca Gold. Right, I need a brush. Do you know what? I've got a million brushes. Yeah. So what we're going to do is let's put gesso on one of these. So I am going to have to use all the colours on one, but it's fine. So I've just popped some gesso, and we'll put that off to the side to dry. So I'm going to put them to the side of me. Let's do the same actually with the egg carton as well. So it's just to see how the mousses react on different materials, and how they look with gesso and without gesso. So then you've got an idea of what you can do, because you don't actually necessarily need to have gesso to use these mousses. I don't know much about them, but I do know that just with what I use my Inca Gold for, I have been told they're very similar to that. And unless you experiment, you're not going to know how you can use them. So I think this video will be quite good for you to know exactly how to use them. So there's a haul in this, because would you believe it, I've been using my phone on Zoom with my friends. I've also been on WhatsApp with my sister-in-law, so we video talk, and then when it needs plugging in, I just cut the bottom off. I put my my cable through, and then just on this bit here is where my phone sits, so it actually works out quite well. So leave that one to dry as well. Let's do some white on this bit of card, so there, and then we'll do a couple of these. So we are getting white everywhere. Again, it's just so that it would just really doing it for a comparison on how they are going to look and how they react. So I'll do 3 of them. Actually, I'll do a big one just because we're going to share them. So we'll have 2 colours on each. Okay, so that's them done. Right. Yeah, right, so card, let's rip this card in half, and again I'm going to put some gesso on, so there, and let's move that off to the side to dry. We'll do the same with it. This is just copier paper, but I think it's nice to sort of have a look at how things do react. So while we're testing everything on the bits that haven't been gessoed, all of these bits can dry. And then this is just an old piece of watercolour paper where I had some bits, I was doing some bits. So again, let's pop a quart of gesso on 1/2, so just like that. Okay, and then this will hopefully give us a comparison on what we can do. So they are curling, but never mind. Right, let's pop the lid on the gesso. So let us put some sort of order to this. Now I have my stencils, because you can use this through stencils and it looks really cool. So let's start with our papers first. I do need some lollipop sticks, because what I am going to do is we're just going to pop a bit on the end of these lollipop sticks. We are actually as well going to use these as a watercolour. So I could do with probably getting a palette out as well. So, but I think what we'll do is we'll do it with our hands first. So we'll spread with our fingers, and then we will come in with the watercolour. So we'll put some water onto them as if they are a watercolour, and then you can see how they move from that as well. So we are learning together. Like I said, this is the first time I've used these properly. I have used them through a stencil. I made a giant tag using a free digi stamper from the lovely Julia through Kit and Clowder. She was called Willow, and oh, it was gorgeous. So I'm just making sure these are all put on properly. Right, so let's start with, this is the red one. So again, just on my finger, and there you have it. So that is the colour of that one, which is just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I love that. Right, you know what we need? Right, I am going to need some wipes. Oh, that's a thought. And then let's see what it does reacting with a wipe. So that actually spreads it even more if you use it with a wipe. How cool is that? So there's that. So that's really just like using it as a watercolour. So let's try a bit of the gold. So this will give you an idea of the colours. So the gold isn't as pigmented, but however it does look gorgeous. And again, if we can thin that down using our baby wipe. So let me just put a bit more on just so that we have it so looking nice. So this is our pure platinum, which is more or less white, and it's absolutely gorgeous, that gorgeous sheen. So let's just put a bit more on, and it spreads really nicely. Bearing in mind this does not have gesso on, so gesso would help it spread a lot more. So yeah, and again I'm just going to, oh, that is lovely. So you can see it's like a white sheen, it just looks beautiful. Next colour we are using is our fresh copper, and it feels really soft to use. So it is like a mousse, and the nice thing about it is it spreads really nice, so it feels nice, and it feels like when it gets warm on your finger it just turns into like mush. I want to say mush. It feels softer. And again, just using the baby wipe to spread. I know a lot of people who do mixed media do use baby wipes, and yeah, that just looks gorgeous. Let's go on to the gunmetal. So again, I've got quite a bit on my finger. So the more you put on, the thicker and the nicer the colour, but it does allow you to spread it even further. So yeah, and then and again you can wipe excess off, and it spreads lovely using a baby wipe. Oh, I really like that. Right, let's try the last colour, which is actually one of my favourite. I've got I know I've got a few other colours coming, but this is just what has arrived so far, and oh, isn't that just beautiful? So really nice. I really like that. So again, with the baby wipe it does take it off, but it does also help spread it as well. So there you have it. So that's on watercolour paper. I'll use this side here. So let me just grab another brush. So I have this Pro Art, and it is a watercolour brush. So what I'm going to do, let's use the gold. We'll just pop water on, and then as you can see we can use it as a watercolour. So it's really nice. So if you haven't got any metallic watercolours at all, then this does the job just as well. It's absolutely gorgeous, so I'm really pleased that I got them. So let's as you can see, the water is really helping. So yeah, really, really nice. So put some more water on. Let's have a look at the purple one. So just using the water, and you can sort of see it is going into like a puddle and it's activating it, and then there you have it. How nice is that? Can you hear my daughter coming downstairs? So it's not very pigmented as a watercolour, however it is very shiny. Let's see if we can sort of build it up. So the more we put on, the more colour it is, which, yeah, so the more pigmented that has gone. Oh, that is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So yes, it can be used as a watercolor, so we can use it with baby wipes and our fingers on watercolor paper, and yes, it looks absolutely gorgeous as a watercolor. So that is that piece. So let's pop that off to the side. I'll leave my brush there because we will need it. So now let us use some cards. So we're just going to do the same thing, and let's see, bearing in mind there is no we don't have any gesso on these at all. So let's, and then again we can spread it using our baby wipe quite happily actually. I'm on there, I am recording. Hi Kate. Hi Kate. Hi, I am recording. Right, hello. So my kids, they've bought, well Kate actually bought this, what is it? A Japanese sweeties box? How's the beer? It tastes like juice. It tastes like juice. So in it there's loads of Japanese treats. Now they've handed me this. What is it?
It's a Coke flavoured chewing gum.
It's a Coke flavoured chewing gum. So I'm assuming you want me to try it. And the fact that she's smiling on the other side of the phone. They're really? This is what they said. They got me to try these fish sticks. So, wish me luck. Actually, yeah, they're alright. It was just the way you were looking at me. Yeah. She just said that yesterday they were really mean with the fish sticks. Today they're going to be really nice. Excuse me. I don't think so. Hey! Lady Ditchburn, get your teeth out of my card. She's just grabbed that. Really? Up to trouble. Yeah. Very nice. So today we have a treat. Okay. I'm going to continue with this. Bye, girlies. So, again, I mean, looking really nice. I'm not going to do it with the baby wipe all the way through because we know that we can spread it. So let's just get the colours on here. That chewy is actually really, really nice. I don't normally chew chewy, but yeah, it does taste quite nice actually. Okay. Looking good. The colours are quite vibrant. So the metallic ones, oh, this red is just beautiful. I really, really like this red. I'm not going to lie, it is harder to spread it on the card without the gesso, but it can be done, which is really, really nice. However, I've just put quite a bit on there on my finger, and that is spread lovely. So the more you put on your finger, the better it'll spread without the gesso. But yeah, these colours are gorgeous. I'm missing a colour. What colour are we missing? We've got that one. I've got the copper. I've got the red. I've got the gold. The violet, the gunmetal. And I've got that. No, I'm missing one. Which one am I missing? I'm missing the fresh copper actually. So we don't have the copper one at all. Okay. So there you go. You can see I did put quite a bit on my finger on this one. And it's going on great. So let's have a test at the bottom just with watercolour. I'm just going to put some water on it. And let's use the gunmetal one. As you can see, it does perform quite nicely with water on it. So there is that one. So as you can see, really sparkly, really metallic, absolutely gorgeous. So there's that one. Let me move that off to the side. So now we're just going to use a normal copy of paper, and we're just going to pop a bit on our fingers. So it is hard to move, not going to lie, because we're just using a small amount, and it is copy of paper. And remember, there is no although the purple looks absolutely stunning on the copy of paper. So, and then we have our gold, our red. This red is just, oh, it's stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let's see if we can blend them together, because we haven't done that yet. Oh, that actually blends really nicely. And then our copper is the last one to go for. So yeah, not the best material to use is the copy of paper, but it's just to show you that you can use it on there. And this is just using our finger. Now let's work with our embellishments. So let's do this first. So this is if you want to add like any sort of metallic edging to anything. As you can see, it goes on lovely using our fingers. So just around, that looks absolutely gorgeous. But what I am going to do is show you it being painted as well. So but this is all the sort of materials that you can use. So yeah, so there's one, and then let us use it as if it was a paint, and as you can see, it paints on lovely. So yeah, really nice. So we can use it as if it was a paint. That red is just beautiful. And then the more you put on your brush, the more coverage you do get. But how lovely is that? I absolutely love it. So there it is on there. Now let's have a look on these. So we're going to have to share. So this is without gesso. So and let's just rub it on. And as you can see, it is going on quite nicely. Whether it stays on or not, I don't know, so we will see. But this is why, you know, I'm trying to sort of encourage you guys to get them out and test them. So it's not actually going on very nicely without the gesso. It is going on and it's sort of doing something, but it's not. I might have to grab some more purple out. But it is going on, and it is getting like doing that detail. So as you can see, and bearing in mind that this is without the gesso, which I wouldn't recommend on metal pieces, but I just wanted to see what would happen. And this is, you know, it's about getting to know your products as well. So let's do the copper, which looks really nice. Actually, that just looks stunning. How nice is that? And then the last one, actually that was our red one, the Persian red. This is our copper. And again, just rubbing it in and rubbing it on, just like that. So there we have it. So you can see that the deeper the colour, the more effects you get. So there's that bit. I've got metallic bits everywhere. So now let's have a look on the wooden elements. So again, just going to we're going to share them. So there's one, and then let's bring in this bit. And again, we haven't put any gesso on these, so I have put quite a bit of product on there, but looking really nice. Right, I'm going to have to get another wipe because I've got metallic bits all over. Okay, right. Let's do the purple. Like I say, I think I'm going to have to go and grab some more purple out. So that's the purple on the wood. And then we'll grab the gold. So let's do the gold on this side. So really nice, very metallic-y. So when you don't use the gesso, it's going to show you, it's not going to be as bright it's not going to be a bright colour than what it would be if you had the white. The other thing that I'm thinking of is, why don't we get our black gesso? Oh, look at that, I've just filled that whole one, never mind. How gorgeous is that? I'm wondering whether to actually get our black gesso out and do the black gesso as well to see how these perform on black. So I won't do it on the wood and things. I think I'll just grab something like I'll just grab a piece of cardstock or something. But yeah, so that's it without our without the gesso. But I think it'd be interesting to see how these perform using our, the black gesso, because these are quite metallic-y colours. So, right, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So here's my black gesso. So, do you know what? I'm going to just paint a blob of it on. Right, where's my, okay, just dry my paintbrush off. So I'm just going to paint the back because it dries super quick, thank goodness. So let's, and then we can see how it looks, and especially the lighter colours, how it reacts with the black gesso, because I think that would be quite nice. I love using black gesso, especially on mixed media projects. So yeah, it would definitely be nice if this turns out quite nicely. So let's give that a couple of seconds to dry. So this is what we've got without any gesso on, which I think is really nice. What I'm going to do is just over the top of this, let's go through the stencil, and I'm going to use my gold. So let's grab a little bit of this mousse, and then, so again, this is the bit without the, without our gesso. So I'm not worried if we haven't got the whole thing. So there we go, and as you can see, it just looks absolutely gorgeous. So right, let's put that to the side, because we do want that to dry, and put that to the side. So everything that we've just done, I'm just going to pop off screen, and we'll bring it all back in at the end and have a look. So it'll just have chance to dry just that little bit more. Okay, now let's bring in our cards. This has got gesso on it, so let's start and see how it goes. Right, I think I'm going to need to get some more out. So it is moving better on the card. I do need to get some more of the product out. So as you can see, we can move it a lot nicer using the gesso. And you'll find that as well, because the gesso has given us a surface in which to sort of put our mediums on. So really nice. Let's try the purple, and as you can see, that purple is so much brighter than without that gesso. So absolutely gorgeous. Some gold. So again, it is spreading just a little bit more. There we go. Oh, I really like this. But it just goes to show you don't have to have the gesso. You can still use the products. You're just not going to get as bright of a colour. Right, now this is the cardstock. I just want to check what we did with the cardstock, because if I put no, So as you can see, this one is brighter than this one. So this is our cardstock where we didn't put any gesso on at all. I need to get some more copper out. I'll just put that bit there, and then what we're going to do, because we did a bit of watercolour on it, which was this one, so plenty of water on, and yeah, again it just moves nicely, but it gives you a brighter colour if you are to gesso it first. So there is the comparison. How gorgeous are they? So yeah, so not gessoed, gessoed. So let's move them just off to the side a second. Right, now I do need to add some more of the products on here for our next lot. So there's that one. I've got enough purple, I think. Copper, we do need some. Red, our Persian red, which is just absolutely stunning. And our platinum as well, which is getting all tangled up with everything. Oh, okay. Get on there. Right, okay. So we've done that. Let me make sure that I have the lid on that, 'cause, I don't think, well, our lovely Alison said they haven't actually dried out, so I'll wipe off my stencil before it all sticks. So we don't want that to stay on there, because it will ruin our stencils. So if you are using stencils, please don't, like there, I forgot to wipe that one off, so it's, yeah, right, my tape is sticking all over me for some reason. Okay, right, let's bring in, so we've got the just the copier paper, and again I'm just going to put a bit on and see what happens. And see how it looks and how it compares with the other piece. So it's just, there we go, and a bit of copper, but I think it gives you a good idea on the products itself. I think I put a bit too much on there. And like I say, it's nice to see them on different sort of mediums as well, because then we at least get to see how they look on different like materials. And I just want to put a bit more of that purple. I've mixed it in with a bit of copper, but never mind. And again, there we go. Okay. So let's bring in our paper. So as you could see, that did spread so much better. It is a brighter colours on this one than this one, and it, like I said, it did go better. So with copier paper, definitely use gesso, but as you can see, you don't really have to if you didn't want to. So there's a comparison between them two. Now let's bring in our metals. So I only have one metal, so we're going to have to try and fit them all on. So first of all, I've got the stuff all over me, so let's get my hands a bit more clean. Okay, and let's see how it works. So there's this, the purple. So as you can see the purple on that one. So the purple's just on this edge bit. Let's do, so try and stick to the same colours. That's just giving that an absolute gorgeous sheen. Let's do, I've got a bit too much there. So that one, go over the top. And then let's bring in the copper. and then the gold, and then the last one, which is our Persian red. Okay, right, so as you can see just by looking, we can see them all much better on this one than we can on those two. Now you can still see it in there, so if you still want that shine of the silver through it, then it's definitely a good thing like to use them. However, if you're going to use the lighter ones, there's not really, you can't really see them. It just gives it sort of a metallic view. It actually looks like it's polished, and you can actually remove it using your but it is water based, so I have sort of removed that, and you can do the same on this one as well, so you can remove it if you would like to. So yeah, so that is nice. So if you are to use them on metals, then I would suggest using I use polyurethane varnish, so that might work. It is a water based varnish. Or you can use a fixative, which you can buy. I'm not sure where you get from because I've never actually bought it myself, but yeah, so that's the comparisons on the metal pieces. Now let's go over on to our wooden elements. So let's do half, and again we're just going to just rub it on with our fingers, so like this, and see how it compares. Straight away it's going really nice. Yeah, so there you are, there's the difference. So you can see it a lot more on this one than you can on this one, so you get a truer colour with this one than with the gesso. So that's them ones. Let's try the copper, and then let's rub that on as well. And then I'm going to grab the Persian red. Ooh. And then let's pop that on here as well. I might put a bit too much on there. Right, there we go. So, right, let's get our comparisons. So here they are. So that is our, so as you can see, it is a truer colour using the white. So it depends what, if you want the true colour or if you're okay with the smaller one. It doesn't wipe off. So yeah, really nice. And it looks gorgeous both ways. Actually, I wouldn't say there's much of a comparison with the copper. There is with the red. This is more red. But yeah, so yeah, that's that one. Okay, then on to the last two colours. So we're going to just do the gold. So let's pop that on there, and then let's grab our what colour? Lavender. I need to get rid of this chewy. I'm not a chewy person. Oh, right. Okay, so I haven't done the neatest job on that, but we can still comparison. So actually, again, the gold, there isn't much difference with the gold. However, there is with the lavender. The lavender is brighter. So with the gold and the copper, it's shown that you really, do you need to prime it? I think if you want a smoother finish, so if you want to be able to put it on quite smoothly, then I would say yes, put on your put on your gesso. But if not, then I think that you can just get away with doing that, but it will go on more smoothly. Actually put a bit more product on because we didn't put enough product, I think, on that one. So yeah, that's better. Yeah, so like you said, I mean, it is slightly brighter, but I wouldn't say there's enough of a difference. So yeah, so that is on the wooden elements. Now, right, let's do the watercolour. So we're going to do the white side first. So I'm going to take it off this one. So smooth, really smooth. and spreads quite nicely. And because we did the watercolour using the baby wipe, we'll do the same again on this one. So let's go with that colour. And again, let's use that baby wipe like we did, because then it's more of a true comparison than it is with, than it was, yeah. Oh, do you know what? So I've actually took most of the product off there, but there we have it. We've done gold. Let's do the Persian red, and then I need to do the gunmetal and the lavender. So I'm hoping you're finding this quite handy and useful. I know that we're just rubbing it on with our fingers and then rubbing it off, but you know, it's seeing how it reacts really, and how it goes on with onto different surfaces, which I always think is quite nice. And the only way you're going to know is if you just get in there and you do it. So that is what we are doing. I like that. Right now the lavender, which I think we're going to need to get some more product out. So yeah, I need to get some more for us to do the comparison on the back. But I must admit, this colour is just absolutely divine. It's lovely. So there we go. And then again, let us do that. So let me bring it back in, and then let's have a look. So again, it seems to be right the way through the board. If you use the gesso, you're going to get that brighter colour, but we sort of knew that, and it does spread better, but really you don't have to if you don't need to. I am going to get my brush. Let's do a bit of watercolour. So I'm just going to use this Persian red because we've got some on my mat. So we'll just turn it into a watercolour, and yeah, like you can see, it does. Oh, I know what we can try. So I do have my spray here, and it does move the stuff, so that's quite cool. Yeah, so really nice. Now let's see what it looks like on our on the black gesso and how vibrant and pretty it looks. So there's our gold, which just straight away it looks absolutely amazing. Let's do the copper, and again that looks really good. The red, really nice. Our gunmetal, do you know, these are absolutely gorgeous, and they look even better on the black. And do you know what I like about them? So I'm just blending those two together. They blend lovely, like they really do blend nice together. Oh, now this one is your platinum, and look at that, isn't that just stunning? So the platinum one it doesn't show up much on the white, however look at that on the black, isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? And then the last one is our lavender, and again, so these seem to perform so much better on a black surface than they do on a white. How gorgeous are them? Right, let's see what they're like watercoloured. So let's use this again because it's already there. And then, yeah, how nice is that? So I would say, oh, it's just lovely, that metallic finish. I would say the watercolour is probably better off on white, but that is it on the black. Last one is this. So let us just use bits and pieces, and we're just going to go around again like we did with the other one. Yeah, and it's moving nicer on with the gesso, because the gesso has given us that base, and it's priming our project. It's making the colours brighter and look much nicer. Gold. I think I put a bit too much gold on there. And then, what colour don't we have? Copper. So, there we go. So again, if we compare that with, where's the other one? It's not the other. As you can see, both look really nice depending on what you are looking for. But yeah, love. Yeah, so that is it. I hope you've enjoyed this. I know it's been a long video. We've done quite a bit of testing actually. I wanted to test these out. I wanted to see what they look like on different bases, and I wanted to see how they would look with your gesso and without your gesso. They are brilliant for embellishments. So if you had a piece of card, say for instance, you could actually just put a bit on your finger and you could edge your card just like that, and give you, I should have used a different colour. And then give your card a nice edge and just add just that little bit. It's great to know that we can actually paint with them. So I think that's always good. And look at that stenciling. Isn't that stenciling just gorgeous? So lots of stuff. So we can use them as watercolours. We can use them on our metal embellishments. We can use them on our wooden embellishments. I didn't try this little card bit, but you'll be able to use them on little cards. Yeah, you can just use them anywhere, and they're just absolutely gorgeous product. So yeah, have a play with them and see what you can do. But depending on what gesso you use will depend on the result you get, which is what we have found here. I've loved doing this little experiment with you guys. I hope it has helped, because like I said, a lot of you have told me that you do have them and you're not sure what to do with them. So I'm hoping it just gives you a bit of inspiration on how you can use them. But yeah, you can use them practically on everything. So I'm chuffed to bits with that. I have got a project coming up using these. So yeah, I mean, look at the results. The results speak for themselves. They just look absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, I do have some more colours coming, so yeah, hopefully I'll have a nice range. But I love the fact as well we can use them as watercolours, so I don't have to actually buy any metallic watercolours now, because I can just use these. So yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it useful. Please do give a big thumbs up, and yeah, leave me a comment in the comment section below if you found this tutorial, well, this video useful or not. But yeah, until next time, happy crafting. Bye.